What's up, VGC? How are you doing? You are indeed first. Let's get into the game. There it is. What's good? What's good? What's good? It's good to hear that you're doing good. Come on. I need my controller to connect. Playing Pokemon cards yourself? You're playing Pokemon cards by yourself. Why are you doing that, buddy? Um, this, this, your brother's outside. Oh yeah, that's right. It's like you're in it's like midday for you, isn't it? I forgot that it's like 8:30 my time for me. I totally forgot that it's midday for you. Yeah, no, I mean that's fair. Let's see here. I caught some more Pokemon last night after I got off, but not too many more. So mostly because I didn't want to catch too many Pokemon. Well, not catch too many Pokemon. I actually want to catch all of the Pokemon. 177, 74, 75, 76, 77. I wanted to. I want to get this done as best I can, at least as quickly as I can. 18. 260. This is 180s, 20s, 63, 62, 61, 60, 201, 202, 201. Bunch of new Pokemon. I also gotta find where. Yes, you don't go there. We're looking for like 322. It should be 300, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. I still need Slack Off. That's what I'm looking for right now. Right? Yes. And where I found him last time was in this area. And I didn't even register that. I saw him. I don't need a Lechonk. Uh, where can I find a slack off easy? I actually really want to do this raid. That's not what I wanted to originally grab, but it'll work. Okay. We're gonna Swords Dance first. What team am I making? I'm making the team that I had been talking about for the last couple of days. Let me pull it up real fast again because I off the top of my head need to remember. So I am building a Sun team that utilizes Incineroar, Walking Wake, Fluttermane, Tornadus, Venusaur, and Torkoal. It is specifically a drought. A drought team that utilizes Sun pretty heavily. So yeah, that's the team I'm building. I am looking for ideas on what to change, if anything. So actually, I can go ahead and if you want to see the team I'm talking about, then there you go. It makes you play a 30-minute game. Yeah, I'm hoping that this Incineroar not only helps secure a lot of wins, uh, but uh, I'm hoping that I'm hoping it doesn't make games go a lot longer than they're supposed to, and I get wins. But I don't know. There we go. Go Asasneva. We This should be a really good Talonflame. This will make breeding Talonflame in the future significantly easier. I'm gonna go ahead and catch it. Also, really need to find out where the fuck it is. Okay. What's up, Gray? Hey, did you yes, I did. I beat it yesterday with Evan's help. But I'd gladly help you because we get really good stuff. I appreciate that, Gray. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying this so far, go ahead and smash that like button. It means a lot to me. Um, where am I gonna? No, I am. I'm hoping that I can find a slack off relatively. But I don't know. Interesting. I need a slack off. Let's see here. Earlier I was able to get all of the mystery gifts on your black version. Gonna send them to home soon. Oh, dope! Oh my god, I did that a while back. You remember the like 2 years in a row where like every month you could go to GameStop and get like the mythical Pokemon and like redeem them on each of your games in your team, but you don't know what's going on. What team? What's up, Christian? I'm looking for pearls so I can get those ones from Pearl. Yeah, I have so many Pokemon games, but the ones that I had gotten from it's a Terra Meowth. I thought that was a Terra something else. Literally couldn't see the bonsai. Bonsley. But yeah, no, I went to during the that like 2 years of games of GameStop events where every month they'd give away a new mythical Pokemon. I would go and I'd go to like four different GameStops and collect one for every game I had. So I would go to like four or five different locations just to get the four or five codes that I needed so that I could get one of those mythical Pokemon like on every game. And and then after I did that, I and so that's why I have so many mythicals is because I have I used like four different copies of the game to get them. Where do I find slack off? Where can I find? Where's a good spot that's like a guaranteed find of slack off? Like, am I having that much trouble finding slack off? It's in the coastal biome. That's what I thought, but I couldn't remember. Which one is my favorite Pokemon game? Favorite recent game would have to be uh would have to be Scarlet and Violet, just because they are a lot of they're just a lot of fun. Well, there's Bulbasaur's. Oh, of any Pokemon game? Well, yeah, I was gonna go through. Uh, Emerald is probably is very close to being my favorite game because of just the fact that they have the Battle Frontier. They have it was just one of the best Pokemon games there was. Really, the Battle Frontier. The fact that you can catch both Kyogre and Groudon uh, helped a lot, along with being able to get Rayquaza, and Rayquaza was one of the stronger ones. All of your favorite, your all time favorites, Black Two. I haven't played Black Two. I played Black. I played Black. I never got Black Two because I this was before I was old enough to make my own money and spend it on every game that I can find. Oh no. That's not good. But yeah, Emerald is one of my favorites. I really liked the remakes of Ruby and Sapphire. Those really came close to being one of my favorites. I did like Diamond and Pearl a lot. I as much as I talk bad about the Diamond and Pearl remakes, uh, for what they are as remakes of Diamond and Pearl, they kind of do hold the same level uh of okay, this is nostalgic, but I don't think that there was really anything that I could find that would outright be better than than Emerald. Oh yeah, no, like of the remakes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire for their times, like don't get me wrong, for the time period in which those games came out, they were like the top of the top when it comes to what remakes could be. And that right there is mostly why they're held in such regard, even when we have other remakes like BDSP coming out. Like yeah, BDSP and stuff is good, but it literally is just a remake. It's not a generation not or it wasn't a generation 8 version of the game. It was a it was just a Generation 4 remake where you could only get the first 4 generations of Pokemon. Of course you would. Oh, that's not good. I don't have anything because this is a Ghost type, and I wasn't expecting a Ghost type. I think I just have to put it to sleep and hope that no, I can't catch it. I have to get it low. Um, no, that Let's Go was actually genuinely fun to play. As much as I disliked dislike the the catching mechanic in it because it's annoying to have to do what I've been doing. Uh, like catching Pokemon is kind of annoying. I have to say that it's actually rather good. It's going, Evan. How are you? We're currently talking about what our favorite Pokemon game is. I try to catch a Pokemon and the Pokeball goes the opposite direction. Yeah, exactly. That's the issue I have with the with it, and it irritates me to know. No, this is gonna kill it. This is gonna kill it. Acrobatics is gonna kill it. I didn't want to KO it. Great. I mean, it gave me 12 slack off first, so stuck on soup stirring. So stirring duty. Oof. That's totally understandable. Fourth is a three-way tie with Emerald, Crystal, and Yellow. I mean, I disagree obviously about Emerald, but Crystal, Yellow, Blue, and Red are all like right there with with me. I could agree with that. The original Diamond, it's just such it's so hard uh to properly rate games because a lot of them are very similar to one another. And because of that, a lot of them are very good. Honestly, your favorite so far is Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, despite the minor the jankiness of some of the stuff, they fixed a lot of. I don't know if I ever linked this on the channel, or I know I've definitely talked about it. But there was a guy who posted like an hour and a half long video on why Sword and Shield were so bad, and I agreed with a lot of what he said. I disagreed with his overall point, which was that they are bad. But he pointed out a lot of things that like they had no business being as bad as they were, and it only proved that it only like sought out to prove that it was a, essentially a rush job. The game was rushed to the point where it made it not good, and that's something that that I definitely agree with. I forgot to switch Pokemon again. But I definitely agree that Scarlet and Violet, despite some of its jankiness that it's had, which if you want me to be completely honest with you on it, every game has that has jank. Like this game, everybody points out has more jank because people go and look for it, but that's not fully indicative of what this of this game's actual potential, and that's something that irritates me. Is everybody gives this game a bad rap because it's their second version that has come out on the Switch and it has not gotten uh quote better, but in all seriousness it definitely has. And if you look at the number of things that they overhauled in this game, uh you wouldn't be saying that it's that bad. Like there was a lot of things that they've overhauled in this game. What was I looking for? Oh, Vigoroth. I need a Vigoroth. Like something that I'm kind of upset that they did is they didn't make more like with like things with water in them are like sheer cliffs, and that's kind of just not how rivers and ponds are. Uh, there's a lot of sheer cliffs in this game that and that's something that I'm not super fond of. You have beef with Scarlet and Violet. It crashed as soon as I caught the Charizard from the raid. I didn't get to keep it, and I can't do the raid again to catch it. Oh my! I'm waiting for my friend to battle you. Oh, dope. Low key, I wanted more swamp areas. Oh yeah, no, so did I. I felt that the size of the swamp. I mean, there are a lot of swamp Pokemon. Like they could have put a lot of the swamp Pokemon in this game. Shoot, this right here could have been a swamp Pokemon. It should have been a swamp Pokemon. I need a Sudowoodo. I need a Sudowoodo and I need a Vigoroth. Damn it! I forgot to switch Pokemon again. Also, the flamingo was running your pockets at the beginning of the game. That's so funny, yeah. Bro, yeah, no. Well, so at first he broke my ankles, and then by the point that I actually like got up and going, I went through him because he had already despawned, but the animation was still playing. So I couldn't like actually interact with him, and so he just got to disappear on me. But bro did in fact do that. He broke my ankles. I can remember what button to push to catch him. I do have a question for you guys. Does the announcements in Discord help you guys know when I'm going live, or is that just like a every so often you catch something like that? I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think about that. Usually is the top video. That's actually pretty funny. Um, okay, so it's kind of from what I'm getting, it's kind of a mix. You got the notification alert. Did you get the notification from YouTube or from Discord? I assume from YouTube because uh, YouTube, yeah. Usually it's your top video as well on YouTube. That's actually very interesting. Then again, if you watch, it's just a Persian in a group of Hoppip, especially during the school work day. Where is Vigoroth? I usually find like 17 of them already. Oh, hey, look, there's a Vigoroth. I looked over at chat to read it, read what you said, Gray, and I looked back at the screen, and I was like, oh, hey, look. Sending out a reliable partner number one. False swipe. We're just gonna put it to sleep. If I put it to sleep, Vital Spirit, yeah, no. That's uh, that's rude. One, no, no. Thunderwave though, we'll Thunderwave him and then go from there. Duraludon is gonna be crazy. Yeah. For it to be almost a pseudo legendary and then get an evolution that makes it even stronger, was crazy. I kind of hope they give it a pre-evolution and then it's like just a small skyscraper, like a 6-story one. Let's see here. What else do I need? Box. Oh, this is my original Talonflame too. I can't get rid of that. We'll throw Bird right there. You need to come into the party so I can evolve you. You are going to go out here to there. I need to evolve you. Slack off goes here. I need to evolve you, and you. Yeah, all three of these I need to evolve. Bulldoze, no. Hypnosis really doesn't need it. Okay. Focus punch. No. Okay. He is evolving. We need to find out why Crabonicle, Crabonicle. I also need somebody with Scarlet to trade me an item for Armor Rouge. That would be greatly appreciated. Oh, that's an ice stone. Ice stone, and then this is 42. Okay. Uh, or a new form. Oh yeah, for sure. So this is 42. 46 will do it. And it's going to evolve. And then the other one is an ice stone. Okay. So we're doing this for now. I do want to know if what everybody thinks of the team. I posted in chat, and I'll post it again. Let me know what you guys think. Any kind of feedback would be helpful. Anything that we could do to iterate on it and make it better would be phenomenal. What is before? Oh, it's the whole Pikachu line. Okay. Let me check this out and drop my 2013 VGC knowledge on you. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm going for. Is I want feedback on it. Uh, and while I need to grab. A Venusaur. Yeah, I figured there was a few things that like I know parting shots not necessary. I know that um, I know that Walking Wake doesn't currently have any stats tied to it. So like there's a couple of things that I know I need to fix. Um, Anybody want to battle? Tim, I would normally say yes, but today, oh, actually, no, I normally say no. So that's just a blatant lie. Today is not a day that I'm willing to, but I'm sure somebody in chat might want to battle you. Um, uh, let's see here. I was gonna grab Ditto, but I don't know if I want. Oh, what's uh, what's the Venusaur set that we're going for? Is it actually a modest set, a special attack, lower attack? With Torko's moves. Yeah, I'm down with changing things for on Torkoal. I thought that they would be a very interesting idea. Uh, but we could talk more about Torkoal. Uh, actually I need to make sure I still have a perfect Torkoal. That way I don't have to get a new one. Okay, good. I do have the I do have two Torkoals, so I can do this stuff with that. Not sure what Venusaur spread does. Yeah, that's fair. I was thinking of Venusaur more as a like the reason why I gave him leftovers and chlorophyll is because of the fact that I was thinking I want him to be bulky, but I don't know how bulky I need him to be, or if I need him just to be able to deal with like water types. Let's see here. Can I find something on Venusaur that uh, I can? Let's go to Smogon and see what we can find. That is true. So I wouldn't need to Scarlet and Violet. Is there a write up already? Why is it that Life Orb or leftovers? Oh, with a timid instead. No, but most people who put stuff on Smogon are putting up things like 252. Like they don't change the spreads up, and it's just could run Terrafire on it. That is true. Yeah, I can see your comments, UGC. Terrifier seems good. Yeah, it does. Uh, Also make sure it outspeeds booster bundle in sunlight. Okay. Let me. I need a. Okay. I need to do a damage calc. Um, Damage calc. Bundle. Iron bundle. Let's do blink set 31. Let's say max speed. Uh, with uh, I I'm actually just gonna do OU set. Ability should not be snow warning. Oh, I see. Bundle. There we go. Quark drive booster energy 252 is uh is 206. How does this thing will this tell me who goes first? Right? Does this calculator tell me who goes first? With chlorophyll leftovers and it not being status affected, it does not need a full. Oh yeah, no, it doesn't need. It would outspeed it. How though? What does chlorophyll do? In a sunny day is active, it doubles the speed of. Oh, okay. So it's sunny day. It's the sunny part. So you want to make sure that it just outspeeds it in the sun, right? Okay, because if that's the case, it outspeeds it with actually very little effort. It outspeeds it with 28 speed stats. Make sure it outspeeds it with booster energy active. It does, or at least I don't know how to. I don't know how to activate booster energy on here. Chlorophyll is activated. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I don't know how to activate the item. Also, make sure that there are both. Yeah, they're both level 50. Uh, I have tried removing booster energy, and it doesn't change the stat. Um, Anyways, it's dinner time for me, my brother, and I will be playing the game afterwards. So I'll catch you later. Yeah, I'll catch you later, Evan. Uh, Damn, this is a tough one because I don't know. I don't know what. Yeah, I'm just gonna before I do any EVs and stuff, I'm just gonna breed up the Pokemon. I'm probably just gonna go with a modest set. It'll probably be fine. Uh, Mostly because I don't know if uh Yeah, I'll go with them. I'll go with a modest set. It reduces special attack, or it increases special attack and reduces attack, so it should still be fine. And then I can just build from there. I'll have to find the calculations that it takes uh, into effect. Um, yeah, I'll worry about the spreads later, but I have a Torkoal. I can get a Fluttermane. Uh, so the only two I have to really breed are Venusaur and Incineroar. Everything else I already have, so this should be pretty easy. Uh, make a sandwich. We're gonna go for an egg sandwich and what do you mean VGC? I actually hope I don't get a shiny this early because this first one, oh, I am the dumb. I forgot to put items on these things, so I need to do that real fast. Up to a Pokemon. There is my Destiny Knot. Okay, now we just wait 2 minutes to pick up eggs. You've never played doubles? Well, welcome to the VGC standard practice of doubles. I highly recommend getting used to it. It is the better format. Gray will disagree with me, but Gray's just wrong, definitively. I don't even know if Gray's still here. I hope he is. VGC, to answer your question, if I get a shiny here, I'm going to be kind of upset because the shiny I'm going to get is going to have dog shit stats, and I really don't want dog shit stats. Yeah, Tim. Honestly, I prefer, or at least I prefer on, uh, when it comes to battling, I prefer doubles, that utilize the same rules as competitive formats. So no duplicate Pokemon, no mythics, uh, no duplicate items, and stuff like that. I also prefer Pokemon that are not generated in, but that's something that you kind of just have to get used to. Yeah, exactly. It's like practice. That's mostly what I prefer, because I play. I don't play competitively. I want to. I at some point I want to go to a tournament and play, but I'm still a little ways off of that. I gotta get used to playing it a little bit better, and I need to get better at thinking outside of the box and picking teams that are rather good. Because so far I've not had a super great team in all of the seasons that we've played in. But that's aside from the point. Ah, you changed your team? What teams are you guys playing with? You have a regulation F team. Okay. Primarina and Armarouge. Primarina, Armarouge. Hey, what's up? What's funny is he always has that. He always did that with the like a straight face. He never was like, but we gave him that face. It's so good. I'll show you doubles. GG's. I don't know if you guys are hearing that sound that happens every 2 minutes. That's a timer that I have going on my stream deck that allows me to time out 2 minutes. They brought Incineroar back because everybody wanted all of the starters, and unfortunately, Incineroar was part of that. Gray, this is where we get into the realm of an explanation to why people do things that I love to explain to people, and that is because fuck you. That's why. That's why anybody does anything is because fuck you. That's why. Build a team around Ryolu. Oh no, sorry, Raiko. Raiko. Did you forget to have I had hyper voice? Oh yikes! What's up, Alex Monkey? How are you doing today, bud? Good to see you again. Sorry, I didn't see Twitch chat was moving, so I will make note of that and keep you in mind. That's good to hear. Tim, is that true? You subbed? I appreciate it. Thank you for the subscription over on YouTube. About Trailblaze, Discharge, Terrablast, and Scald. GG's. I don't know, man. Would I mean Raikou would be a pretty sick Pokemon to have. I'll see you when you get back, VGC. It's up with Grimmsnarl and partnered up with Grimmsnarl, Palpitoad, Tornadus, Therian. Okay. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Uh, the hyper voice going when I need. Oh, when you need Golden Go, yeah. That was like 4 seconds too early. Oof. Oh, hardly anyone. Hardly anyone uses Gengar, and it's actually pretty solid. I would love to use Gengar. I want to create a team not around Gengar, but that utilizes Gengar uh, as either a Fluttermane killer or something. Okay. Let's see here. So we need Venusaur to be able to survive, not survive, be faster than an Iron Bundle. Hmm. 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 Bundle typically runs max speed without booster. That's about 206. Yeah. I know what the stat is. I want to know how fast it is with booster active because with Sun active, uh, Venusaur outspeeds him with like 80 speed EVs. So it's how much faster do I need to be? Because I can max out if I max out speed. It maxes out at 264, but I don't know if that includes booster energy or not. I believe boost energy is a 1.5 times, but I don't remember. I just don't remember what. I don't know if I need to have that active. I don't know. No, I want to use Venusaur because Venusaur is very strong for. Uh, it's more of just calculating the speed of something that activates boost or when booster energy activates is the hard part because I don't know if booster energy is the one that because obviously it could go either way. It could go either for uh, special attack or it could go for speed, which booster is a 1.3 to 1.5 boost, so bundle speed and booster with would be 267 to 309. Yeah, Venusaur couldn't get faster. But yeah, it's not uh if booster energy adds as if it's one stage of speed, right? So if it's one stage at max, it'll be 309, which is not possible for Venusaur to get up to without. I think it's timid. No, even with timid, it's not possible for it to get all the way up there in the sun. Damn. Hmm. Yeah, it'd be 309 is the stat that I'd have to beat, probably. It was 19 seconds too early. Well, it can already live through one hit from an iron bundle anyway, and it guarantees if I put any like almost any amount of stats into special attack, it will one shot iron bundle in the sun with a solar beam. Like that I do know. Because that unless they have like a super bulky iron bundle, one solar beam is all I would need to be able to KO it. It's more of being faster than it so that it doesn't get off like an icy wind or a sheer or not sheer cold, but something else. Welcome back, VGC. But if I give it enough speed to because Weather Ball during the sun is a fire type move, which will help me with things like uh what's it called? Arcanine and shit like that like to tear it into grass to avoid things. Weather Ball's a good protector for that. Especially if Venusaur goes out with Torkoal, uh or no, not with Torkoal, with well, anything that produces sunlight. I don't know. VGC Wolfie didn't win in VGC. Wolfie got knocked out. If I remember correctly, Wolfie got knocked out in the first round of or in the first rounds of day one this last year. Tornadus. But does Tornadus Therian have? Can you run the same move sets on moves on Tornadus Therian? Oh, when he won Worlds. Okay, from the so you're talking about from the last time he won. I was gonna say building his team that from this last year is probably not the greatest idea because I believe if I remember correctly, he got knocked out super early. That was 30 seconds early. God damn it. The Rayquaza Kyogre one. It probably won't do nearly as well as it did then because of the fact that uh because of the fact that we don't have megas. That's the only reason why he won that one. Yeah. This should be my last 2 minute timer, and then we'll see how many eggs we got. Okay. Pick this up. Let's see how many eggs we got. Box. 32 eggs. Not great. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay, let's see here. So our goal here is to get a 5 IV. A 6 IV would be unlikely, but a 5 IV Bulbasaur here would be phenomenal. Yeah, no one's talking. I mean, it's probably very much so could be. I'm just not talking enough. I don't know what else to talk about. Uh, I do apologize for that, guys. I don't really have a whole lot. Like infinite talking is not something that I'm good at. That's a fantastic with three. That's two. There's two. That's a four. Uh, so that's helpful. All right. Yeah. Kind of just out of things to talk about when it comes to the Venusaur. I think we've got it figured out at least to an extent. I want kind of wanted to do a. Um. Yeah. Let's see here. That's not awful, but not what we're looking for. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a usable Pokemon. You just throw chlorophyll on it and you're good. You're happy they didn't bring back the Tapus. I'm kind of bummed that they didn't bring the Tapus back. I kind of wanted to like play with those more, but I'm not like I didn't play with them at all in the like I still haven't caught them in my Sun and Moon games. I was actually working on a living Dex uh, when I stopped playing Sun and Moon. Ironically, so I didn't get a chance to utilize them all that much. I'm kind of glad that they did away with the Z move gimmick. The Z move gimmick didn't really make sense. My address, it's 123 Nunya Business Road. Yep, I'll meet you there. I mean, if they had, so here's the thing: is there was Gigantamaxing, Mega Evolution, Z moves, and now Terrestrialization. If they made it to where Gigantamaxing and Mega Evolution were the same thing, which I've said this in the past, if they made those two the same gimmick, just flavored differently in each game, no harm, no foul. Dynamaxing would have been amazing. And you could have explained it so easily by just saying they can't sustain the mega evolution for as long in the Galar region. Boom. That's why it doesn't last the entire battle, and that's why it only lasts a couple of few turns. They just the energy is different in like the whole energy thing in the first place of why Dynamaxing was available. It could have been used to explain why Mega Evolutions didn't last that long and why they looked different in Galar and not in these other places that had it. It's crazy. I don't know why they didn't do that. It would have been a perfect way to bring it back, something that nobody that everybody wanted because everybody loved it. And then Z moves were just dog shit. Like they really weren't good. Like yeah, the moves themselves were good. They were not a good gimmick. But yeah, the use of all four gimmicks would be crazy. That is true. That's very true. Is it's just a way to get to break a wall that otherwise you'd have a more difficult time breaking, and that's dumb. Gen 7 remake 2025. No, I think the next thing that they're gonna do is well, yeah, 2035 is probably right. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm actually kind of excited for them to create a Black and White 3. Um, Honestly, I don't know what they're gonna do this next year because this next year's obviously not been announced yet. We're like a month and a half away from knowing what game they're gonna or what game they're gonna give us this year. I honestly think that they should wait, give us whatever game they're gonna give us this year, next year, and then give us Generation 10 the year after that. That'll give them 3.5 years to make. That's true. I mean, we don't even. I mean, honestly, people like I don't know why people Pokemon Snap too. Oh my god. I don't know. I honestly think that I don't know what they should do. I want them to make whatever they're gonna make and bring it out next year. Announce what you're gonna give us next year, this year, and then give us actual trailers throughout the process that show us like what we're gonna get ourselves into to build hype properly and also fix the shit that people have complained about for the last 2 years with Scarlet and Violet. Even though every game has its bugs, every game, if you go looking for the bugs in the game and then just to complain about it, you might as well take a shotgun and blow your own foot off. Because that's all you're doing is you're shooting yourself in the foot by looking for bugs. Every game community has it, but Pokemon seems to be the loudest because I don't know. I didn't go looking for bugs, and I had one bug where my Miraidon was invisible, and I rode in circles in a union circle with Evan, David, and one other person early on in the game, and I was a floating person riding a non-existent bike. That was funny. That wasn't a game-breaking bug. That was just funny. Who gives a shit if my bike turns invisible for 5 minutes? Like, I'm so sick of hearing people complain about fucking Scarlet and Violet. No, and you're right. Game Freak has been getting lazy, but if you look at the difference between Sword and Shield and this game is far less lazy. This Grumpig, if it's still here. Ah, it's not still here. This game has gotten far less late. Like this game is far less lazy than any of the games that they've produced in the last 10 years. Like they redid the like you have to realize they redid the game models for almost every Pokemon in this game. You know that, right? Between Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, they redid the textures on all of the Pokemon. Pokemon like Doxabun uh and shit look like dough and bread. Yeah. They redid the textures for all of these Pokemon. The thing that they said that was like the reason why they didn't put all of the Pokemon in Sword and Shield was because they had to redo all of the models for over 1,000 Pokemon. Because they're getting put into a game that is more and more and more and more high definition every year. Every time we play, like every time we get a new game, it gets more and more high definition. The jump from Sword and Shield to Scarlet and Violet increased it to 1080p. Whereas at best you could get 720p in Sword and Shield without being able to see like the rips and tears in the graphics. The games look significantly better than they used to, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Oh shit! I didn't. Your name is red on my thing. I do wonder what causes that though. I love the textures of the metal and scaled Pokemon. To be honest, I prefer more Pokemon rather than visual upgrades. No, so it's not. It wasn't the fact that that like. Yes, I agree. I would say more Pokemon is better than visually updating Pokemon. But if that's what you're is that if that's what you need to do, uh, was about the Invisible Ride Oh, I see, I see, I see. Uh, I don't know either because it only ever happened to me once, and it happened for like 5 minutes, and I got off and back on, and it was fixed. So I don't know what the issue was, but it was hilarious in the moment. It it wasn't a game breaking bug. It wasn't an issue. It was just an Invisible Ride Pokemon. Uh, you might as well play Pokemon Go if you want all of the Pokemon in the game. I mean, yeah, that's kind of and even then, that's kind of not even that's kind of disingenuous to the statement because Pokemon Go, you can't catch like yeah, you can catch every Pokemon and you can use every Pokemon, but if you're not around for the short period of time that they make them allowed, it's just whatever. I've seen a lot of people fall through the floor or have shinies spawn out of bounds. No, so the shinies spawning in rocks and out of bounds is definitely true. I agree with that. That is very very true. Uh, that it's very like I know exactly what you're talking about, and that those are issues that yes I agree need to be fixed. The bounds of the world should like I fell through the ground and got stuck, and all I had to do was fly away. Like I glitched into the ground on stream and thought it was pretty cool and then like couldn't get out of the rock, so I just flew away. Which I mean if you're constantly falling, yeah, you might not be able to do that, but at some point your game will crash and take you back to wherever you were. Is power creep? I honestly don't even think that there is power creep. Uh I'm not sure if I could agree with the power creep. I would love to hear your argument on it, and I that might convince me, but I don't think that there is power creep. At least hold on. At least they considered the possibility of a be out of bounds clipping, but I hope a patch comes that uh for the inconvenient bugs. No, I agree. I think that they should have done a patch to fix the inconvenience bugs. Um, but at the same time, if they can't figure out how to fix the bugs, then that might say more to things than anything else. But I don't know. I don't know if you've heard of the Pokemon getting patched though. I mean, Pokemon does get patches. We just got one recently that fixed a couple of bugs uh, that were in the game. We also got the Patcharunt uh, epilogue that gave us the mythical Pokemon that they usually don't give us until the next game. The way how they do. uh, BST is what I'm talking about. What do you mean BST? Like, man, Flutterman and Golden Go. I mean, I honestly I don't think Flutterman and Golden Go are that big of a deal because you have things like Iron Bundle that helps deal with those. You have other Pokemon that can deal with Fluttermane. You have other ways of like you have ways of dealing with Fluttermane. What's my favorite evolution? Flareon. Why there's no? I mean I don't dislike Espeon. Umbreon is better, but I don't dislike Espeon. Wait, what? Oh, they thought that we were gonna get a mochi uh, evolution. Hmm. It's a four. That's a four. I don't. I don't get any. Just don't like anything to do with Penny. Though I find her character to be cringe. I mean, I like Penny's character. I don't like some of the shit that they did. I actually thought it was funny that you get to go to her room if you do certain portions of quests, or not of quests, but of certain, like, if you talk to her, you can go to her room, and I'm like, when I went to her room to get the different clothing that I like, the ball boy head that I've been wearing, uh, the fucking you go to her room and she's got a fucking server rack next to her desk and all that. And I'm just sitting here like, man, this is why she was able to steal the LP she gave you. What's up, Zach? How are you doing today, bud? I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking. I'm just breeding up some I'm breeding some Bulbasaurs for the team. I mean, it is what it is. It happens. Uh Chug Baller, why not do that or do what? Interesting. Is the Pokemon version of is I was working on uh is on hold right now. Oh yikes. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what any of that was. Okay. How many eggs do I have? I got 32 from one sandwich. Okay. Two more eggs. I mean, yeah, Leon was definitely just a an older version of Ash. He had that very like not kiddish tendency, but he had that very the extra darker. I mean, to be fair, I did fall asleep. Yeah, you fell asleep, you turd monkey. I even got it for you. You want to see this? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this bullshit. It's right here. The Pokemon I was gonna trade you is right here and here. These two right here. I was gonna trade you both of those. You wanted the monkey and you wanted this. I was gonna give you those, but no, you fell asleep. It's your fault. And you stole my drowsy. Now you get nothing. No, I'm totally kidding. I'll give them to you here in a second. Uh, I have not done a 10-hour stream in a long time. I can. I'm. It'll probably have to happen next week. So here's the thing. I won't do a 24-hour stream. I've tried it before. If something goes wrong during it and and kills my mood, it just goes down from there. Definitely not doing a 1 week stream. You guys couldn't pay me enough to do to do that many streams in or that what long of a stream. Uh, but I am trying to become more consistent with the streams I do. Uh, and bring at a minimum of a 3 hour stream on the days that I stream normally, which is so far Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, every week is the goal. So 4 days a week for about 3 hours. We're looking at 12 hours of stream. Um, Saturdays are days that I could do longer streams if I wake up to do them. I ended up sleeping all day today, from basically like 2 o'clock last night till like eight is like 6 o'clock this today. The rest of my life, I could not be like you guys have to remember. I can't do like 24-hour streams and stuff like that because I do have a full-time job and I can't go to my job and stream what I'm doing. Although that would be really fucking cool. Oh no, it would probably be boring. Um the rest of World's Life. Oh my god. I would love to do longer streams, but the problem is that after about 3 or 4 hours, I'm usually exhausted uh, and or the people have just kind of left and fucked off. Imagine it. I don't flip burgers. I've actually never worked fast food. I used to deliver pizzas, but that was the closest to fast food I could consider myself working. Coffee. I don't like coffee. Bro works at Good Burger. I mean, so games fan. In all seriousness, like I don't have a server rack, but I do have a second PC that sits on top of my main one. That is literally a server machine. I am running in circles for Pokemon that I've already hatched. Make YouTube my full time job. How about? All right, so here, let me. I'm gonna like outline this one for you. I need the full time job, whatever it is, to pay the bills. And if playing video games for you guys starts to pay the bills, I'll do it in a heartbeat. I'll quit my job tomorrow. But until that reliably can pay my bills, I mean, yeah, that is more reasonable than a full ass server rack. I'll give you that. Uh, but until that can reliably pay my bills, no. What raid do you need help with? The Blazacan one? Oh, I don't need the modest one anymore. I could use. Uh, let's raid the guy named Risky Penguin. Oh, you need help with the Frostmoth? What type is it? Pokeportal. Log on. Oh, Dark Frostmoth. I see it now. Sorry. Every once in a while, when you type in chat, it like a word in your first line of stuff gets covered up by this stupid fucking like heart emoji thing. This stuff, like these things, it gets covered up by that, and I can't see what that word is half the time, and that's so fucking irritating. It's like, bro, I don't care. I want to see what the fucking chat says, not fucking react to it. Um, yeah. As for so it's not the animation that plays, guys. It's the actual bubble that has the fucking heart in it. That's the thing that covers the chat. It's not even anything like nothing you guys could do. It's literally just like I'll help you with it. Give me a code. Link code. The game is lagging. Yeah. How to beat Frostmoth? Step one: beat Frostmoth. Oh my! It went away. Oh, did it just change to midnight for you? Oh yeah, you're an hour ahead of me, aren't you? Okay, let's see here. Hmm. With a grass raid, oof. I can't find the flying blazacan raid, so I don't know. Hmm. I don't know why the. I mean, today's Saturday, so I don't know why it's gone. I don't know. The grass Heracross? Yeah, I can help you with that. Give me a second. Let me pack this up and go ahead and post the code. I'm ready to go. What's up, Ryan? How are you doing? Made up this little Pokemon hide and seek game. Oh, that's dope. Want to know how it works? I'm interested in knowing how it works, but I probably won't play it. I know there was somebody I saw a stream a while back that that had it, or not that had it, but that had come up with an idea for it. You choose a synchro Pokemon and the sneakers become uh, a Sea King kind of Pokemon, kind of vibe Pokemon. Uh, we have to only look in the middle. Oh, in the mid. Okay, that's interesting. You got two shot. Yikes! How do you get two shot, bro? Uh, I could have Rock Slide. Yikes. I still do a butt ton of damage. I just need to get that last uh, Swords Dance off. I mean, that works too. I don't really need to get the Swords Dance off if, yeah. If the shield gets broken before I can get yeah, I'm fine. You have negative defense. Ah, that's why. I'll catch the hair across. Not a problem, bud. Oh, we got a patch and an ability capsule? Pog. Not a bad setup either. I mean, I'm not super stoked about its physical attack being a drop, but whatever. Um, so Gorilla glued a container closed by placing the glue on the rim and the lid, then twisted it shut. I told my wife if she opens it, I'll take her to Disneyland. That is so funny. Okay. How do you eat with the helmet on? That is a great question. Moving on. Gray, that is incredibly fucking rude, but it's so funny and I love it. Uh, Zach, I am so sorry. I missed your will you trade with me? I will trade with you when this sandwich is done. But yeah, I will definitely trade with you. And no, it's so funny, but it's so incredibly rude. By the way, if you guys are new, if any of you guys are new to the channel, please do subscribe over on YouTube or follow over on Twitch. It'd be greatly appreciated. If you haven't already, uh, go ahead and leave a like on the stream. Let's try and get this bitch to like 10. I don't know how close we are. I am new to the channel, trust. I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, no, I was looking at where we were at with the stream in terms of likes. I don't remember. I mean, I hope she does. Because that would be pretty funny. We're all the way up to 7 likes, guys. Can we share this with some friends and get some more people in here and get this puppy up to 10 likes? Come on, guys. Some new viewers. I think we're like what 8? How many subscribers are we away? We're still 8 subscribers away from the big 250. Let's see if we can get some new people in here. The share button is in somewhere. Oh. I mean, I hope, like I said, I hope she figures it out because, man, if that goes on for much longer, I, I don't know, man. Till the end of January. I mean, that's still a long ways out, too. He, so are you actually going to give her the Disneyland trip? Like, is that your goal? Is like it was just a like it wasn't a prank to say, oh yeah, she's never going. Okay, so your goal was to always go to Disneyland, but you're postponing it as a joke. That's funny. I love that. That's less cruel than I thought it was. I mean, oh god damn it. Bum bum bum. No, Zach, I don't believe that for a second. Yeah, but those are unhinged things you've said, not unhinged things you've done. That's interesting. So how would you use that? Are you just using the rock Ogpon? Rocktopon? Find a ghost type, kaboom, double battles, and that's funny. You could also use Swords Dance and get a 2 times attack. Oh shit, I didn't even see. Yeah, the rock one. Because the sand still gives rock types a 1.5 boost in defense and special defense, but I might use it in the Vanguard slot just as a beater. I mean, that's fair. Swords Dance for a quick times 2 attacks, yeah. Top level gameplay, you know it. This is kind of This is kind of just like what I don't understand. Well, granted, I'm not talking because I don't have anything to talk about because I'm out of topics to talk about and rely on you guys heavily to come up with ideas on what to talk about. And if nobody's talking in chat, then I can't talk, and then it's just wild. Um, but I don't that's the things. Oh, there we go. Uh, I'm currently like that. That's all I'm doing is I'm breeding. Talk, 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 talk. Good conversation. was my favorite candy to eat. I actually really like the uh the oh god, what is it? It's the Take Five bar that has like caramel pretzel and stuff in it from Reese's. I like that. I also like the Reese's peanut butter sticks. Those basically like Kit Kat knockoffs. And then I really like Kit Kats as well. Like those are like the three things that I love the most. Uh, okay, all three of those are super elite. For me, it's the Symphony Hershey bar, the blue one, not the red one. I personally like. I also kind of just really like a regular Hershey bar. Like the base per. Uh, yeah, I really like the a base Hershey bar. It's good. Uh, so yeah, that's my. I there's also a thing I don't know if it's everywhere, but it's a thing called a whatchamacallit. Tell you a story. I don't really have a story. Like, what kind of story do you want to hear? It is super underrated. A whatchamacallit is super underrated. So a story was in a story that a story was actually a story about a story, which was a story. Interesting. They slap a story of. I don't want to talk about that. The time I didn't get a shiny Charmander. I put Subway Surfer on the live. That's so funny. Also, Grandma's Oh my god, I haven't watched that show in so long. I really want to go back and watch a lot of the kids shows from a while ago. Like I miss Codename Kids Next Door. We're trying the brand new Reese's Take Five in six. Interesting. I don't know what that any of that means. Like you wrote a bunch of English words, but then proceeded to put them in an order that makes zero sense. Uh, I don't know if anybody's interested in a longer form story. Not really that long. About my D&D group. I don't know if anybody cares about that. Candy was the first introduced to algebra because of number T. Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. Yeah. Um, I remember there was a website, or I think it was on Cartoon Network, on their website where you could go uh and you could go on and create a codename Kids Next Door ID badge that you could print out in like a laminate or whatever. I did that like a couple of times trying to find get a good number, but I never did. Uh, but you as a number, interesting. Yeah, still English words order is just not making sense to me, bud. No, so uh, we started out. I'm the DM of the group, and the story like of what my players are going through so far starts out like this. Uh, they all start in a town. This all takes place in the setting of Critical Role's world, Exandria. I don't know if any of you guys know what that is. Basically, it's a world uh, that the popular show on Twitch called Critical Role plays out of. Um, so they all start in a town called Nicodranus, and they all board a ship to a city in the Kryn dynasty, which is the far eastmost city of or not city or country in Wildmount, and they're going to a town called Jigao. One of my players is returning home from a long trip to Wildmount and Nicodranus for missionary work. A another of my player, two of my other players are seeking to avoid. I would call it responsibilities, but they're basically running from things, and they continue to do so throughout the majority of this story. Um, and one of which is a deckhand on the ship that they are taking to Jigao, and another one is seeking information about who killed his family. He has received tips that have led him to believe that Jigao has a bit of a tiff with the underground market, and might be able to find some information about who killed his family. They all board the ship. It's about a week's worth of travel, just ship travel, general introductions of players. They all introduce themselves. They all get to know each other. They all end up uh, basically chilling for on the ship for the majority of the ride. When they notice that a ship is beginning to gain on them, and it is deduced long before it gets there that it is a pirate ship, and this pirate ship is coming to attack them, and uh, and proceed to get into ship versus ship combat. They get a good couple of cannon shots off on it prior to it showing up. They do some damage to the ship. They do some damage to some people on the ship. Then that ship tethers itself to the side of the one that they are on in order for them to be able to swing across and try and attack them. During that time, one of my players has a fantastic idea, actually, to throw one of his psychic daggers, because of he's a psychic rogue, at the ropes on that the captain is swinging in on. And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. He rolls a really good amount of really good roll. He hits the rope snaps, and the captain catches himself on the exterior of the boat. During the time of combat, spends all of his time and efforts to get onto the ship and inevitably fails. Falls into the water, falls behind, and like is way back behind them by the time they finish combat. Once that has been noticed, one of the two of the other individuals are. By the time that is noticed, two of the other individuals are dead. One of which is brutally hurt and intimidated, and runs or attempts to run. He jumps off the boat and catches him, makes his athletics check to catch the boat and start climbing up. And one of my players on his turn decides to follow him and attempts to get to the other boat. Fails all accounts of everything and barely doesn't catch onto the boat. Or no, sorry, doesn't catch onto the boat, and by his next turn he will fall behind, or begin falling behind the other ship. At this time, they have killed everybody on their ship, and the wizard that was shooting magic bolts across the opening. It was definitely fun. I enjoyed the boat combat. I really want to do some more of it. But the rogue that threw the dagger jumped across. Up until this point, it wasn't prevalent that he was a changeling, so he can change his form, and he eventually gets a hold of the boat with the help of his soon-to-be allies. That was the deckhand. One of my players was a deckhand, and he jumped off the boat to make sure he could grab onto the boat and not fall behind on his turn. He grabs him, he gets him on the boat, and then the rogue decides that he wants to climb the side of the ship. And as he gets to the top, he changes into the shape of the captain, not of the captain, of one of the deckhands that had gone over and attacked their boat. Last time you played D&D, the Seven Realms of Shotgun with Leon Del Grey. That's funny. I never started another timer. I'm gonna have to find out how many more minutes this was. The fuck is happening? I mean, I'm telling a really abridged bad version of this. I really wanted to have a better way of telling the tales of the campaign. Essentially, when he gets to when the rogue gets to the the top of the other ship, he turns into one of the evil deckhands, one of the pirate deckhands, I should say, and tries to convince them that he needs to speak to whoever is like in charge because like he's got information that they don't about like the people who while they're trying to like run like the pirates are trying to detach themselves from the other ship so that they could run and then live to see another day. And something that like I at the time it was not conveyed properly to the rogue that they were leaving, and he thought he had like the ability to get over there, get some stuff, and then leave. And so he was like trying to steal as a noble rogue and proceeded to confuse everybody. Um, because like that doesn't make any sense, but whatever. So he eventually gets like detected that he is not who he says he is, and they begin he kills one guy while over there because he's like, oh, if I kill the one guy who's telling me that or telling them that I'm not a or that I'm an imposter, then I won't have anybody. I don't know. It was kind of a confusing whole ordeal. Um, he gets caught. He then is like, okay, I realize that I'm not getting anywhere, and I understand. Though I was bad at ending, was a bad ending for me because I used too much foresight. Ending to die in the oh my, oh god, that is crazy. Uh, yeah. So he like tight ropes or like he runs to the other side, or he runs back to the edge of the boat, jumps and gets across. He succeeds on his stuff to make it to the other boat. As the ropes snap and the other boat like begins running away. They take aim, they shoot it, they shoot at the boat, they kill it, they sink the pirate ship, and that's your session zero. Like introduction into my group, sort of. It wasn't great. Like the it was a lot of fun, but I know the rendition, the telling of that story was not the most amazing. But essentially, it was a session zero. It went well. Uh, my players all enjoyed it, and they really liked the idea of ship combat. So I hope in the future I can do ship combat. But I don't know where the campaign that we're currently running is because it's the Call of the Netherdeep. I don't know if anybody knows uh, about that in any way, shape, or form. But if you've read the book, then yeah, uh, that is the campaign we're doing. Zach, I need you to uh, trade me, trade me the Pokemons. But yeah, session zero ends with all of my players getting to the port of Jigao, uh, and which is on like the day starting uh, of the festival that is in Jigao. So that's a way to think about it. 69690 420. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. The number because we are. It's that number because it's memes. You have requested a Grucky. Well, yeah, we're about the memes here, so that's what. Why are you trading me a Ditto? Yeah, I would love to like I want to get better at DMing before I offer like to do anybody else's uh like DM somebody else's group or a group from somebody else. Uh, so there's that. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. We're on like session 7 or 8. I lost track of what how many sessions we've done. But they uh yeah, not a problem, Zach. Um, that's fair. I have thoroughly enjoyed doing DMing, and it has been a lot of fun. It has like I always knew that it was a lot of work to DM. Like, don't get me wrong, I knew going into it that it was a lot of work, but it when I thought of a lot of work, I was like, oh yeah, it's going to be a task to do this. It's a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. Um, and like I wasn't even underestimating how difficult it was going to be to begin with. I knew it was going to be a difficult task. I just didn't think it was going to be as difficult as it has been, and it's been better. It's been easier the more I've done it. So it's more. I think it's more of a skill issue at the moment, but that's yeah. I will tell more stories of my D&D group in the future, but this is the end of today's episode because it is already almost midnight and I've been going for about 3.5 hours. I'm tired. My head hurts. I'm gonna hatch these eggs. I'm gonna hopefully have my Venusaur ready before the next one. So no stream tomorrow. It will be. It actually might not be Monday. I might not stream Monday. I might stream on Tuesday though. Uh, so stay tuned. Keep an eye out on YouTube and on Discord. I will let everybody know. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I do greatly appreciate all of you. You guys are great. Despite Zach being a pain in my derriere, I do love you guys so much, and I appreciate you guys sticking around until the end. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Until then, guys, until the next time, guys, don't forget to stay frosty. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.